courtside, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They're back home after flying to and losing in London last weekend.
Always a tough travel week. All the distractions. You know that they're happy to be back in their own building, but that was not a trip to remember.
Meanwhile, for our visitors from Hawaii, they've got all W's on the ledger so far. A perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
And off we go from Denver. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. And his first look is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down. But you look at this defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. To throw is Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
On 1st down, it's Blue. Past the 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Malik Neighbors with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Armadillos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time for this defense now to get back on the field. They were able to force that 3-and-out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3-and-outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. Out to his left. They went 3-and-out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Throwing Nix. Got a man and he hits him in stride. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
2nd down at the 40.
They'll run up the gut with Dallas. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
3rd and 2.
Now it's Nix. Under pressure, and down he goes. DeMarvion Overshown in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Armadillos offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Dart. Drops it to Blue, complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jaden Blue from 21 yards away. And the Armadillos have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. We'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Nix to the air. In trouble, and he's taken down. DeMarvion Overshown. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Taking it about the 36. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Armadillos offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing, dart, and he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as they'll look to keep it going here. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Here's Dart. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Armadillos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Working out of the gun is Nix. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And it'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. To throw, here's Nix. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when broadcasting games, remember what we're supposed to avoid? And that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
That one taken in by Neighbors. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Armadillos.
To the air again, Dart. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
At the 40-yard line.
To throw now, Dart. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28.
First down.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. He hits Blue. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jaden Blue with his second touchdown in this opening quarter, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And a rout is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
At the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. And he's going to go down again. They overwhelm him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, 34 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. What's good on the extra point? And it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Dart. Everything right now that they touch on this side of the football seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback from the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final done.
Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Throwing his Dart. The try. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And a Honolulu first down.
Dart. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. Under pressure, and they get to him again. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and complete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Taken at about the 16. And a 7-yard return following a punt for 45 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he's done everything. And nothing but daylight ahead. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The production sensational here early on. That last catch going to put him up over 100 yards receiving already in this first half of play. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the gun, Dart. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he will take it in for a touchdown. Malik Neighbors with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Armadillos are able to add on to their first half lead. Aubrey good with the PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That's a screen pass. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play back at the 20. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt.
Wishnowski in punt formation.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. They'll look to set up his blockers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Malik Neighbors on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Armadillos have taken a 5-touchdown lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. To throw is Nix. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
At the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 61 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go. 70.
White. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and even a chance to try to throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That time, 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal.
A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. And nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So halftime straight. Well, we'll move right through the break then. Skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will take this all the way. Touchdown.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. From the shotgun, here's White. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
At the 28-yard line.
Now White. He completes this to Sutton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
18. That's good for our Broncos. First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. White looks to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to go down. They get turned back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And pressure coming, and they got it once again. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Here's White. Under pressure, and down he goes. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. Looking to put a drive together.
And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
To throw his dart.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Quickly into the hands of Noders off the RPO.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
2nd down in the yard. Out of the gun. Here's Dart.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
That's caught left side by Noders.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
They'll throw again. Dart.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Armadillos just continue to roll. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. And we get another look now at this Broncos offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
At the 29-yard line.
Now White.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play.
Now on 3rd and long, they look to throw. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Well, it's completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Between the tackles. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
It's a loss of a yard.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down.
Drops it to Blue, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Out of the gun, they run with Blue.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
First down, 5 down.
Here's Dart.
Left side, it's complete. And he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Armadillos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw, White.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. Fighting to stay upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
That one taken in by Neighbors.
20! They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
He continues to be a thorn in the side of this defense. That last catch going to put him over 200 yards receiving now for the ball game. Throwing from the gun here, Dart.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try again. And this time he's in for the touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. It's caught at the 1. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Again, Dobbins trying the right side.
Yeah, that's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun. White.
Throw right side, we're going to be incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Right. In trouble, and he's taken down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, they'll continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
There's that man again. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Dart once more. He has Hyatt over the middle.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
2nd down and 3.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Right.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that
ends up incomplete. Now a second and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun, White. And this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. White. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been...
There he goes, left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. White.
This is Sutton making the catch on a comeback route.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Denver Broncos.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very low.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return.
The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
And that last throw is going to do it. The passing yardage there is going to be enough to break Peyton Manning's mark from 2013 of 5,477 passing yards. So congratulations to him on what has been a downright outstanding season.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was true.